How long is heroin detox? Part 3. How long does heroin stay in the body? The detection of traces of drugs and the time can vary depending on the height, weight, age, health status of the person and their habitual use or not, depending on each person of consumers. Business Insider took a look at the topic and summarized the evidence of traces in urine, blood and hair. Cannabis. In urine, cannabis is present between 7 and 30 days. In the blood, it can be found for about 2 weeks and more than 90 days in the hair. Cocaine. Cocaine is in the urine for 3 to 4 days after use. Cocaine remains present in the blood for 1 to 2 days and in the hair for more than 90 days. Alcohol. Alcohol is present in the urine for 3 to 5 days and more than 90 days in the hair. Alcohol stays in the blood for 10 to 12 hours. LSD. LSD stays in your body for 1 to 3 days in your urine, 2 to 3 hours in your blood, and more than 3 days in your hair. Ecstasy. There are traces of ecstasy for 3 to 4 days after consumption. In the blood, 1 to 2 days and more than 90 days in the hair. Heroin. Heroin is found in urine for 3 to 4 days, more than 12 hours in blood, and more than 90 days in hair. Amphetamine. It keeps amphetamine for 1 to 3 days in the urine, approximately 12 hours in the blood and more than 90 days in the hair. Methamphetamine. Finally, methamphetamine remains in the urine for 3 to 6 days, for 24 to 36 hours in the blood, and more than 90 days in the hair. How long does heroin stay in bloodstream? Depending on the type of drug test used, heroin can be detected in the system for up to 7 days. However, some people are able to completely clear the drug from their system in 2 days or less. Heroin is an incredibly addictive and harmful substance that can wreak havoc on a person's life. Heroin, sometimes called slap, is an illicit drug that is only available through illegal means. This drug is derived from morphine and is one of the strongest and most addictive opioids available. For most people, heroin clears the system in as little as 30 minutes and is undetectable in the body after 1 to 3 days. Heroin addiction is a serious and life-threatening illness. If you or a loved one is struggling with a heroin addiction, Virtava Health Ohio offers several treatment programs that can help you get back to life sober. Heroin detection time in the system. The heroin detection time will vary depending on the type of test used. Urine test. This is the most common type of test used to detect drugs in a person's system. This form of drug test can detect heroin in a person's body for up to 3 days after the last use. Blood tests. Blood tests are not commonly used to detect heroin due to the short half-life of the drug. A blood test may not be able to detect heroin in the system shortly after using the drug. Saliva test. As with blood tests, saliva tests are rarely used to detect heroin due to the short half-life of the drug. Hair follicle test. Hair tests can often detect drug use for much longer than other types of tests. A hair follicle test can detect heroin in the system for up to 90 days after the last use, depending on the length of the hair and the frequency of heroin use. Other factors that influence the time it takes to detect heroin in the system include 1. Age 2. Weight 3. Size 4. Genetic factors 5. Health 6. Metabolism 7. Liver and kidney function 8. Hydration level in the body 9. Body fat 10. The quality of the heroin used 11. How heroin is used, snorted, injected, smoked 12. The severity of the abuse and/or addiction. All of these factors can influence how long a person can test positive for heroin. Subscribe our channel for future videos. Visit our website holisticmeaning.com for more informative articles.